I was caught completely by surprise when the Atlanta Braves decided to start me on the Major League club to start the season. Just 1 year removed from being a first-round draft pick and working my way through the minor leagues, and here I am, mostly in a pinch-hitting role, and I've been pretty successful so far. I've hit a few home runs, but I know that if I want to break through, I'm going to have to make a big career change. So it's time to talk to the coach, and thankfully, the Braves organization sees the benefit in having me switch to a new position. Yes, it's going to be a huge challenge, but you know what? I love this organization. I'm making some great relationships with guys. I just can't see myself competing with a guy like Freddie Freeman, trying to eclipse his skill level over at first base. He's worked hard, he's extremely talented, and he deserves that job over there. And I really think, you know, a guy like Chris Johnson, he's a good fit for Atlanta, for this team right now, and he's the third baseman right now. But you know what? He's a little bit older, and I can really see myself slipping in and taking over that spot maybe in a year. Who knows? Anything can happen in the current year. Injuries happen. Guys go on slumps. Guys go on hot streaks. But it was definitely time for me to make a change in my career plans. So Rory McMahon, I'm a little bit leaner. I'm a little slimmed down. I'm still that slugging red-headed Irishman. But not at first base anymore. Rory McMahon is a third baseman. Not a great one by any means. We've got a lot of work to do. I've got to build up my arm, my glove, everything defensively. And this is just a new way of thinking for me. But I'm going to give it everything I've got so that I can achieve all the goals that I had set out to achieve. And I want to do that as a member of the Atlanta Braves.
Rory McMahon will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just...
You know, as much as I talked about Freddie Freeman is an obstacle to overcome, there really hasn't been anybody that's embraced me, like in a big brother role, I guess you'd say, the way that Freeman has since I've come up. I haven't sensed any type of tension between us. He's really taken me under his wing, and I guess, you know, he probably sees a lot of himself in me. I'm kind of a younger version of him, and I just think that's awesome. This team, the Braves organization, I mean, they've just really taken me in. And one thing Freddie's pointed out, he's like, hey, embrace this time playing off the bench. You're gonna have a lot of opportunities throughout the rest of your career to work day in and day out, and just really, you know, you're going to be stuck in the grind. So enjoy this moment while you can, when everything's new and fresh, seeing new parks, traveling to places like Philadelphia. And I'm just really trying to take that advice.
2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bird is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble.
And interestingly enough, the Braves are still going to let me play at first base. That just tells you how aware they are of the players they have. I mean, sure, we had a conversation in the office where we talked about my commitment to change into a new position, but they know that my skill set still fits well at first base. It may not say first baseman on a piece of paper underneath my name on a player profile, but they know where I can help the team out. They want to get me in to improve my skills, to get better at the big league level. And I think that just goes to show why this team is playing so well lately, why we're in first place here in the National League East to start the year.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Here we go now. And this ball will be chopped foul.
Shut him down. Here we go. Shut him down. Hey, get yourself right here.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Right here. Put him away now.
Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here. Here we go now. Let's go.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go. Hey, have a rip like you said.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
You got it. Make your pitch, kid. Hey, let's go, big fella.
Not fooled on the changeup there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field.
You know, it could just be luck. It could be that I play more relaxed on the road. And I get nervous in front of the hometown fans, but man, I'd love to hit a McMahon slam in front of the Braves faithful. But that's my third one of my career. I got to take it. You know, I guess I can't say unfortunately, but yeah, I wish I could hit one at home from time to time. But you know what? Let's mark down Philadelphia as the next city where the McMahon slam has claimed another victim.
And oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there. And I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And the Braves just have it working, as this is going to be good for extra bases.
Look, pick it up.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone. Jack Hanahan will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2-run score, but not the third call. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, come on now, guys.
So the final at bat. And I rope one again. Is it going to get high enough? No. Oh, and he catches it on the track. Welcome to the major leagues. You can hit the ball absolutely on the button. These guys are so good at defense. And you know what? That just reminds me how much I've got to step my game up on the defensive side to be able to compete with these guys on a daily basis. You know, it really doesn't feel all that unfamiliar. Man in the hot corner over here at third. But I've just got to say, thank you, Dad, for teaching me how to hit left-handed, but buying me that glove for the left hand so that I could throw with the right, because I just don't see how anybody could possibly pull off being a major leaguer as a left-handed thrower, unless you're pitching or you want to get stuck at first base the whole time. I guess if you want to play in the outfield, but you know what? You don't see too many 6'5", 230-pound outfielders in the big leagues anymore. One thing the Braves organization has made clear to me is that there's really an open door policy with the front office. So, you know, call me spoiled, call me impatient, call me whatever you will, but, you know, I just wanted to see where I stood with the manager as far as playing time. Like I said before, I know Chris Johnson, he has worked hard for that third base spot, but you know what? I'm putting up some pretty good numbers off the bench, and I would love to see if I can turn a 444 average into something spectacular on a daily basis. You know, Johnson's batting about 300. The thing is, though, you know, I've got some power. 3 home runs. When you compare that to a guy who's had really not much more production as far as RBIs and home runs, and he's done it in 4 times as many at bats, I just want to help this team in any way that I can. One change at a time, one decision at a time. I'm committed to this organization.